Okay, guys, so I'm going to break this down for you a little bit. This is the homework you just did. Normally, I would go over this in class, but of course, we're not in class. So let me go through each part. So if we look over here, apartment 32, Jegler Drive, Talcott, Arizona, is the address of the person writing the letter. So that should be up in the header as part of the header itself. Also, you should have your name in there. Then his date just says Monday, which of course we don't want. You want the full day, month, and year in there. And the Grant Corporation production supervisor, Capital City, Arizona, is who he's writing to. So he would want a name in there specifically and the company. And then there where it says, Dear Sir, you want to write to a specific person. So that's what we would need to change there. Looking at the first paragraph there, I'm writing to ask if your company will consider me for the position you announced online recently. I believe that my education, I have an associate degree and experience. I've worked 4 years as a freight supervisor. I could fill your job. You don't want to put your major qualifications in parentheses like that. I have an associate degree. I've worked 4 years as a freight supervisor. Parentheses usually are indications of secondary information, so you don't want to make that seem lesser. Also, you want to say not just the position, but what position, what's the position title, and not that it was just announced online, but where. Is it on their particular website, and when did you see it? What's the date? Also, for the education, you want to not just say I have an associate degree, but an associate degree from where. And in the experience, where did you work as a freight supervisor? So some specifics missing in there. Also here where it says my schoolwork was done at 2 junior colleges and I took more than enough courses in business management and information technology. I wouldn't say more than enough. That sounds a little bit cocky. And in addition, after that, he lists a whole bunch of classes. You don't want to ever list like that. No hiring manager wants to see a long list of all the classes you took in college. They don't care. All they care about is what specifically relates to the job position. So pick 1 or 2 classes that really go along with it, and then talk more about what you learned. And in addition, at the end, it says, in addition, I have worked as a loading dock supervisor for the last 2 years, and before that, I worked in the military in the Quartermaster Corps. I would break that out. That's experience, not schoolwork. You want those 2 paragraphs to be separate, and I would give a lot more information there because those are both fairly big positions, and you can expand on what you learned in those. Also, where it says, please let me know if you're interested in me. I'd like to have an interview with you at the earliest possible date since there are some other firms also interested in me too. First of all, you don't want to say if you're interested in me. You want to go in believing that they are interested in you. Also, you don't want to say I would like to have an interview. It sounds just a slight bit pushy. And you definitely don't want to say that there are some other firms interested in you too. That is going to make the hiring manager feel pressured. It's going to make him angry, and it's going to make him throw your cover letter out. So definitely do not do that. And the eagerly yours there at the bottom, very strange way to say that. I would just say sincerely or respectfully. And underneath the name there, the George D. Millhouse, I would also put an email and a phone number. And also above the George D. Millhouse, give 4 spaces so that you can sign it as well. All right.